And up next we have some poetry courtesy of Aryn Clark.
Hi guys. Hey. I've got a few. I don't know how long this is going to take, and I'm not good at timing things, so I'm going to basically keep referring to him over there for times and such. I'm just going to be doing a few. Your eyes are like eyes. They blink like the bat of an eyelid, and they're blue like an iris with limited melanin, and white like water with a smidgen of collagen. They have humours and lenses and chambers and corneas. And they are just that. Just eyes. And yet, before I saw a creature in them, a tearing, twisting, serpent thing that grabbed me by the collar and pulled my mouth in, some indigo inferno that roared with a life like a dancer, a stillness of world with a crazy dash of colour, the sweep of a fierce brush that painted with fire. Eyes that howled a mess loud into my brain, where it stayed, spouted flames of a reason which came pouring out and down my spine. It broke me, oh, and held me. But now, they are just eyes. Meaningless eyes that stare with a look that says something that I can't read. Eyes that mouth a word but have no breath. Horrible, meaningless eyes. And they scare me to death. Okay, this next one's a bit nicer. It's about where I grew up. That place is called Colchester. That's important to know for the poem, I guess. Also, there's a place mentioned in it called the Malva, which is a shopping centre around where I grew up. It's called the Malva Centre. But, yeah. Kicking out front with the doorway kids in a trashy town, all beer cans and children kicked around. Now spin off a street corner with a skill step, dodging dog shits played on the pavement like a bomb hit it, and laying down the street with kick slaps so hard your feet sting while the wind sings. Duck into the Malva, black as a cat's mouth, and fouled in piss-soaked plastic corners led on, but we get on, the castle and I, grand as all hell in a child's eye. Here old men sink into steel frames at the coffee shop, wrapped in their whole lives, spent in frayed chairs and thick coats and thin hair, while the dust chokes the air you run under, so you dive for the door and gun to the hill. Up the grass-smeared path to the road, and the sky can run, can fly, and the clouds may be grey, but God knows that they're high. And turn on your heel, boy. Look down at it, sitting like a big bad spider, brown and hunched in a crack in town. Concrete jeers at the green, shakes a fist at the new, spits on the clean, clear light, cars shake on dead roads, dogs shrink like yellow old leaves and die. A rotten chapel grins at the edge of a toothless wood that wouldn't touch if you dared it to. God damn, God bless this kickabout town, this endnote, this frown. Oh damn, and God bless this, my Colchester mess. One's one which I it's kind of an angry poem. I don't know if I do that many of those, but it's I got angry in a specific type of way that makes you want to write a poem about it. It's kind of about a certain type of person. Or in a way, it's kind of, to me, if I become that kind of person, and it's kind of led to myself. Yeah, I'm sure you get what's about. Stitch up your mouth then, like you always wanted to. Draw it taut into the smile you could never do, and turn your new grin to that sunken home you knew. See the people gasp and gush about the new you. But when you want to make that dream come true, the part with the screams and the twisting flesh may be missing. That needle smile's too sharp for kissing. Still, you've got that smile and space-age toys, a suit so sharp that it cuts through crap and TV. Call the satellites, ask, can you see me? You could push the pin through the cartilage and get a nose job too, like, what's his face, the pretty one you want to touch if you were G, eh? Why not, eh? It's a free country. It's a proper alternative. It's a proper alternative. Although you know you'll duck when the kiss comes, raise the face to fuck. No, you keep your eyes like tongues on the thighs of the young ones, and they dance in your head to the beat of the oldest drum, your blood hums. It makes you want to spit, because you're better. You've seen it, the scene, and if the world's a stage, then play it mean, duck and cover and flatter, machine gun patter, sell it with your eyes and your ties and the ties that you've lost that were dragging you down. The ground's no place for a Superman, see. And and build it bigger and better. Never let a sucker get a break-hidden hand and be Satan's little stand in all flight. No landing, louder, stronger, faster. Speakers blast the latest and you bask in reflection. Dance in the curtain of light, the projection. You're the greatest and you howl, roar like a fucking animal. The best one, alpha male, alpha me. See? See? And you're loud, so loud, because you've got to be. There it is, at the rear of your brain, a dull refrain and a cold sweat creeps back in again. That animal sound, that roar of yours is broken down, twisted round, jaws drowned, dead, in the force of the clear light. There's a dog barking in your head, and that's all it is, and you can never forget. You heard it then, when you were small, a sound that tore the suits off beasts, decrowned the monsters' kings, and showed their roar for what it is. For all it is a bark tied to a chain in the corner of the dark. You dream that you're a predator, but you know too much. You know too much, and you howl. This is one of my new ones. I've been trying to do a set of three there's some monsters in Jewish mythology. You've probably heard of Leviathan and Behemoth. Well, you might have done. Leviathan's a gigantic kind of sea creature. Behemoth is a big earth creature. And there's a third one called Ziz, which is a gigantic sky creature. And the idea is that God makes all of them, and then afterwards, at the end of the world, or depending on mythology, he kind of takes them apart and says, look, I'm going to give you to them because you've been such good people. And I've wanted to create just a trilogy of poems based on kind of those ideas, and I've only done one so far, and it's about Ziz, the big bird thing, and that's this one. How am I doing for time, by the way? Good? Good, right? Okay. Let's call this then. I eat my wings to please you. Chew them up, forget them, let them wither, let them die, because you could never stand to watch me fly. I cut my tendons, darling, love. Is it enough to give you peace from the horde of ranting claxons that rack your brain each day and never cease? I sever my tongue, my pretty one. I stand dumb and bloody with the iron sloshing in my mouth. Let truth lie dead and let silence drown the cavern of the head. I break apart in bits and pieces, and this is the only shape this love can take, a pit with fractured shadows sunk within it. He builds the bird, magnificent, a colossal feathered beast that tears through clouds and screeches loud in deep, in love of form and freedom. And then, to show his love and strength, he ties it to the ground, stakes it down, and breaks it. We were monsters once, as I recall, before your heavy heart caused you to fall. Skip to the one that I've done quite a few times now, but I don't know, people kind of like it, so I'm going to do it again. It's the one I did for my brother. I did at the Autism Anglia event, because he's autistic, and it's got a lot of things in it that are relevant to him specifically, because he likes to collect things, and it's got all these little interests, and it tries to kind of carry over a lot of those. It's called Sodium Heart. You have a sodium heart, I know. That kind with a strange and amber glow that everybody likes. They say you see more when using white. But it's a warm light, an ember vaguely humming with a childhood feel, a safe sodium heart. And brother, you have a concrete face, made up in the brutalist style, square jaw, square smile, big hard blocks of brow and bone. Still there's depth in stone, a story of design and thought, of measures made and physics fought, a clever, concrete face. You also have those vacuum eyes that drink the world, and more besides that must be very loud, an engine roar that drowns things out. Yet diamonds lie within the dust, something tiny, shining, lost, that's snatched up, then held on to fast, all-seeing, keeping vacuum eyes. And you have needle fingers for dancing along vital things and making sounds, and you have cartoon voices for dancing along abstract things and singing loud, and you have bellows lungs, and you have diesel blood, and cable hair, and a great, ridiculous silicon brain that skims the air. And you have a brother's hand, a fragile bone and meagre flesh, a brother's hand, need it or not, But if those things you have are heavy, if they weigh you down, you have this hand to push upon your back and help you stand.